She got me going space age with that on.
I guess only time gone.
What's going on, family? It is Shay, and as always, I'm answering questions, comments, and concerns. Don't be mad at me. I am Les being honest. Alright, so as you guys probably seen from the title, this video is a little bit deeper than just, the jolly good times of being pregnant and my pregnancy. But I did say that you guys will be on this journey with me, so I'm going to keep my word. And we're going to take this journey together. So, about 48 hours ago, 72 now, I was at work and I started to experience extreme lower back pains and lower abdomen pain. And at first I'm just like, the baby's growing, it's normal, your uterus is stretching out. They say that as that happens, it starts to feel like period cramps because your uterus is getting ready to expand so that the baby can continue to grow. So I left it alone, whatever. I want to say I got home later on that night and I took a shower and I laid down. And I was woken up because I felt wet. Pause. Not like that. I felt wet, so I got up and I went to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom, lo and behold, my panty liner was full with blood and it also spilled over into my undies and through my boxer briefs. Yes, I'm doubled up right now with underwear because I wear liners. So that was alarming. So I'm like, you know what? Don't freak out. Don't freak out. So I laid down, I propped my legs up, and I chilled out. I want to say for 3 hours, I attempted to stay calm, but I just kept running through liners, running through them. So I'm like, this cannot be normal. And the cramping was starting to get worse. So I went to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, pretty much when they examined me, first of all, it was a male doctor. Nothing against male doctors, but I feel like when it comes down to women, and especially when it comes down to women who are pregnant, it is very hard for men to explain themselves in an emotional manner or in a manner that just makes you feel calm and comforted. Like, I didn't feel like he cared about anything he was saying to me. It was just like, treat, beat to the street. Like, that's it. So pretty much he was like, yeah, so with the amount of bleeding, most likely this is a miscarriage, but it's not at any fault to you. It's not that you did anything wrong, and it won't affect you trying to get pregnant later. But for now, we can just hope that the bleeding stops, and if it doesn't, just let this pass, and then you can try again. What? So now I'm freaking out. His tech comes in, and he came in with an ultrasound machine, so I was kind of relieved but scared at the same time because this man just clearly told me what he thinks is happening. This is his professional medical opinion, so I'm nervous. He came in with the sonogram and hooked it up, and at first I didn't want to look. I did not look at the screen, and when I did look at the screen, first of all, I didn't hear anything. He was on my stomach for at least 20-30 minutes. I heard nothing. So now I'm starting to tear up, can't lie. Tears is rolling down my face. And the doctor's like, no, you can look. And I looked, and there was no audio, but sure enough, baby X was on the screen, kicking and punching, and heartbeat nice and strong. So I was relieved. Still worried because there's no real reason as to why I'm bleeding, but relieved. So I got released from the hospital that night, and I was told to follow my OB the following morning. Well, my OB wasn't playing that. I guess when you go to the hospital, your OB gets a file on alert or something, but she knew before I knew to call her to call me. So I got a phone call that morning. Initially, she's like, I need you to come in the afternoon. And then her clerk called me back and was like, you know what? She wants to see you now. So I got dressed and I went over to see my OB. So when I got there, she actually had a medical emergency, so she had to leave. But one of the male doctors that she works with came in and he examined me and pretty much told me that it is something called subchorionic hematoma. What that pretty much means is that there's a excessive amount of blood that is building up near the placenta and that is close to your uterus, which does cause cramping and it does cause excessive bleeding and clotting. So It's common, yes, and it is also something that they have to monitor now closely. So I will be getting more checkups than normal. Usually my checkups are between 3 to 4 weeks, and now it looks like I'll be getting one every other week. Just to monitor to make sure that right now it's a very small size, but it doesn't continue to grow, because if it continues to grow, it can impose some kind of harm and risk to my pregnancy, as well as the risk of my placenta detaching from where it's supposed to be, and causing further complications. But we're not going to go that far. We're not even going to put that into the universe, because everything's going to be all right. But I wanted to make this video to let you guys know the good, the bad, and the ugly that come along with it. One of the things that I'm starting to realize is that you have to be a very strong individual to do this by yourself. Very, very strong. I did not hear as many horror stories about being pregnant as I did the rainbows and the unicorns about being pregnant. So as I'm going through this process, as I told you guys before, you guys will be on this journey with me, so I will not hide anything. So this was one of the bad and ugly moments of pregnancy. I am currently relaxing on a 4-day weekend, and I will be chilling in the bed, around the house, really not doing too much, not moving too much, and just relaxing. The cramping has gone down, and the bleeding has slowed down. It has not stopped, but it has slowed down. So that's a good thing as well. I just wanted to make this video and update you guys. Baby X is doing good. Hopefully the next video I can get into what I wanted to, which was being pregnant and trying to find clothes and bras that fucking fit, because that has been an issue for me. Finding clothes and bras that fit, especially as a stud, because there's a whole bunch of cute little girly stuff. But when it comes down to, the more tomboy look, I kind of got to like reach into like the obese men section, and I'm not even that big. So we'll get to that later, but this video is pretty much to let you guys know that everything is okay. And if you want to look it up more, again, it is Subchorionic Hematoma. I hope I'm saying that right. I will post it up just in case I'm not. And don't judge me, because they just told me. The only thing I kept saying was a hemo something. I didn't even know what to say it was. But yeah, that's what's been happening, guys. So for the people who I've been ghosting, not responding to messages, not responding to phone calls, I like to go through things by myself, just to get through things by myself. There's certain experiences that I knew that I would get on this journey, and I also knew that I was taking this journey by myself. So I did not expect nor anticipate anybody really being there. I do have people who are in my corner, people at work who obviously knew I was out of work and had to get the updates on what was happening. I appreciate everybody who's been reaching out. And if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns about anything in this video, go ahead and drop them down below in the comments, and I will address it in the next video. But for now, it's Shay signing out. And again, don't be mad at me. I'm lesbian honest.